What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 51. 51. Hopefully, everyone is having a great week, and also crazy. 1 year ago on this day, we wouldn't be recording a podcast, Noah, because it would be Ryan and I's wedding this weekend. Already been a year.
Wow.
Shout out to my wife, Ryan. We did it. 1 year. 1 year done. Feels like
We
it
did it.
flew by. And yeah, still having fun. Still like being married. Right, babes? She said
We did
yes.
that. We did that. Yes.
Yeah, so it was a fun weekend. A lot happened, and everything went well. I think Noah's speech was great.
So, luckily, I had a tough act to follow. I was pretty nervous, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think it was pretty good. The weekend was good. Even like the bachelor party or the co-bachelor party before was really good. So obviously there were some hiccups with everything, but especially the co-bachelor party. But you
especially
know,
Noah getting locked in the bathroom. So
yeah, but everything worked out.
yeah, everything worked out. It was a great night. Great weekend. So yeah. On that note, let's get into the episode, huh? We got Thursday night football yesterday. Uh man, I I I will go on record. I had no faith in the 49ers. I told everyone at work, Rams at least by 14. Okay, Brock Purdy not playing. He shouldn't have played last week. Okay, they rushed him back too soon. Still got to do investigation on their training staff because that was horrible. Um, but Mac Jones comes in. No Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle still. No, some of the offensive line. No Bosa. No anyone. It was pretty bad. Demarcus Robinson, Kendrick Bourne, and Marquez Vatlis Scantlin and Sky Moore was there too. Those were the wide receivers that played last night. Somehow the Niners won. I don't know how they did it. I don't know why McVay didn't kick a field goal to just tie the game. They
Or
and
put it
they
in
decided to
Stafford's
run. They
hand.
decided to run the ball. Could have just done like a pass. Probably would have got it. Stafford looked good throughout the whole game. A couple fumbles by the Rams. Um, yeah, but Mac Jones slinging it. He's basically 4-0 uh on the season. So no,
Yeah,
3-0. Yeah, 3-0.
they're 4-1 now. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the Rams, who have looked dominant pretty much all year, kind of in the first half, really struggled to move the ball at times, but they looked a lot better the second half. The defense just could not stop the pass game somehow, because it was basically just Kendrick Bourne and then uh, who was it, Brown? Um, or what's Demarcus Robert.
Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah, Demarcus Robinson had some good catches down the stretch too, but Christian McCaffrey tore him up receiving and kind of rushing, but mainly receiving. Um, yeah, it was interesting. Interesting how the Rams played because the 49ers were just so undermanned. They're playing, like you said,
There's
just
no
no
way the
starters.
Niners should have won that game. There's like
Yeah.
everyone is just mind blown that somehow the Niners won that game. Even Niners fans, like myself. I think everyone thought, you know, that was a loss. And we accepted it. We were fine with it, banged up. So
Yeah,
I
well, even
mean
at the end of the game when it was an OT, it was looking like the Rams were gonna just drive down the field and score, and then they had a weird like two timeouts trying to figure out what play they wanted to call. When on fourth down, when they had just picked up a fourth down not that long ago, passing the ball. like a 4th and 13, and the end of the fourth quarter, no timeouts. They needed that field goal to tie it, and they just let Matthew Stafford, take over. And then if there's some reason they just decided to run on like a 4th and 2 or fourth and
Fourth and
three.
one, I think. Not even like fourth and two. It was
I think
fourth
it was
and
like one
one.
and a half,
One,
maybe. I
yeah, it
think
was a
it looked like
long,
more than two than
it
it
was a
did
long.
4th and 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like just like I don't know how they don't get like a
Play
some. I
action
mean, you
or
have Devontae
straight to the,
Adams, you have Puka. I mean,
yeah,
and he was driving down the field like crazy. He had some crazy throws. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was tough loss for the Rams, but a great win for the 49ers. Um,
yeah.
but
Tough
yeah,
loss for our picks because I think we would have to agree. The
it
Rams,
was a justified pick.
yeah, it was.
Just off of injuries alone, they
That's just it's just mind blowing that this is the guy that Kyle Shanahan wanted in the initial when Mac Jones between Mac Jones and Trey Lance. All that's coming into play now. Is there going to be a QB competition now? Noah and I
I
already
doubt it.
texted during the game. Purdy shouldn't have been paid that much.
I
I
mean, I
mean,
was saying they had the opportunity to trade him to the Jets before they signed Justin Fields. I was like, you probably get a good couple picks for him, send him to the Jets, and bring in someone like Sam Darnold again, or like you see Mac Jones. I mean, I didn't say Mac Jones because obviously it's Mac Jones, but
yeah,
Sam Darnold would have been a great for less money for 20 million less. So it's like interesting decision, but I mean, Brock Purdy earned the money, so.
yeah. But that was Thursday night. Yeah, shout out to the Niners. Of course, that's good for Niners trying to make the playoffs, leading the division now. Seahawks right on their tail. So we'll see how it goes. Got a long
Yeah, I
way to
mean,
go.
defense was surprising, I think, for the 49ers, but Christian McCaffrey looks really good, which is um, the main reason I think
Yeah,
you're seeing them succeed.
it's nice to depend on a guy that can run it and you know just little flare passes, little screen passes. He'll pick up at least 8 yards. I would say.
Yeah, so he's always just getting positive yards.
Yeah, the guy's insane. You know, just gotta stay healthy. But I think they're it's 65%, 75% probably McCaffrey and Brian Robinson Jr. is a good back just to throw in there for a couple plays. So
Yeah, so he needs a breather. No.
yeah,
But yeah, 49ers second easiest schedule, I think, right now in the league or something like that. So
yeah,
they're looking pretty good going in
uh,
line.
yeah. The week next week they play the Buccaneers, and then after that it's pretty smooth sailing. Texans on there. I think the Titans maybe. I don't know. It's
It's something
really
pretty easy.
yeah, it's super easy schedule. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
Bucks also injured heavily, so we'll see how that game goes too.
Yeah. All right. That was Thursday night football. Noah and I will do some MLB playoff predictions since we know who is in the actual playoffs now after the wild card.
I'll do a mini recap of the wild card. You'll see right now on the screen if you're watching. Dodgers took care of the Reds pretty easily. Hunter Green struggled, and Dodgers pitching looks pretty good overall. The Tigers, Guardians. Tigers look good pitching wise also. Could have honestly been a 2-0, but easily on the third game won that one. Yankees, Red Sox, entertaining series. Patrick was texting me yesterday. I couldn't watch the game, but two rookies going at it. Um, and the Yankees rookie pitched a great game. They went 8 innings.
He's
They won 4-0.
crazy.
Yeah, I just saw some like Stanton hitting something off the wall. A lot of people were mad about Jaron Duran's effort on that play. I saw. Um, I don't think it made a difference, but yeah, that was something that came out of the series. And then Padres Cubs, very controversial ball and strike call. Um, in the ninth inning where it would have led to a leadoff walk for the Padres to start the inning, and ended up being a strikeout for the Padres, and um, that's what caused a lot of people a little outcry for the ABS system, which will be put into effect next year um, during the regular season. So I don't know the exact rules on it, if it's like spring training or not, where they
Like
only
spring,
get
yeah,
two, yeah, two per two
two
challenges per
per,
team,
yeah,
and then they keep them if they get it right. So
yep.
I think it's throughout the whole
And
game.
it's the batter, the catcher, and the pitcher are the only three people that can challenge the pitch. But of course, the manager can signal to challenge if they need to. But yeah, should be interesting. That I mean, that's where it comes in. The during the wild card, there's a lot of challenges, a lot of safe calls being challenged, and the MLB just wants to get it right. So why
Yeah,
not do it for balls and strikes as well? Um,
and
you only
honestly,
during spring training it seemed fine. People um they kept
it worked pretty well.
yeah they used it in minor league. They thought it was good enough to bring it to the MLB. Uh, yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be overly used. You only get two, so
Yeah, but
um,
honestly, it's never gonna really happen. Like it'll just be in moments like this where it's like
yeah,
a moment where you feel like you need to use it, but honestly, how many times is it actually gonna happen in a game? I don't know. Probably not that many. Uh,
probably just in
maybe
like
early,
clutch moments or
yeah, maybe early on it'll happen more so they can kind of get a feel of how it's gonna be, what to expect. Like teams are just gonna try it out, but for the most part, I don't think it's gonna be kind of like the challenges where it doesn't happen every game, but it's there
yep.
and it happens every now and then.
Yeah, I gotta say I watched a lot of wild card. Didn't think I was going to, but all these games were 12 o'clock starting times, and I had three of them to watch before getting off work. So uh, watched a lot of wild card. They're very thrilling games. It would have been nice if the Giants were in it, but you could just watch baseball. Just root for both teams and just root for a good game. So it was good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a baseball fan, you just want to see good baseball.
Yeah,
It's not really any hate towards any teams. Like, who cares who wins? But
yeah,
as long as it's a fun game.
yep.
But divisional rounds, best of five. Uh, we'll start going left to right. So you got the Tigers versus the Mariners. Mariners with the bye, with that crazy comeback to win their division.
Shout out to
Um,
Ichiro getting in some reps. He went 3 of 4 in the scrimmage game. Could sign the
yeah,
contract if he
I mean
wants.
Ichiro, one of the best, if not the best hitters in baseball history.
Thought that was awesome.
Still should have been a first unanimous international player to make it, but there was just one person who just ruined everything. So that's why you know, certain people shouldn't get votes. But yeah, Tigers, Mariners. I think Mariners have upper hand pitching wise, other than Scooble, of course, and then surprisingly hitting wise recently, where they just come alive. I think they should easily be the favorites to win this series against Tigers.
So you're going Mariners?
Yeah, I'd say Mariners win
Okay,
this
yeah.
series.
Yeah, I think like all we've kind of seen in past years, all these teams that had a first round bye, a little rusty getting into it. So maybe the Tigers get the one game with Scooball. Um, but yeah, I gotta go with Mariners as well. I mean, they were the number 2 seed. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They had a crazy end to the season. They were on a roll, just beating everyone. So
Yeah, this bye, honestly, if the Tigers didn't lose like 18, well, they didn't go 1 for 18 or whatever it
yeah,
was, then they could have this. But yeah, should be a good series. Then Yankees versus Blue Jays. It's just going to be the divisional, the AL East division rounds over here, back to back. Um, I think the Yankees. I don't know if I should go with the. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with the Yankees. They have the experience. Um, I think their hitting is better. Um,
Would you say
I don't
Blue Jays have
know.
the upper hand on pitching or no? Would you still
I
give
don't.
it to the Yankees?
I'd have to look at their roster. I don't know it off the top of my head. Um, I think I'd still get. I mean, I think Yankees at least to start the year. Um, were stronger because I guess they did trade for Shane Bieber, Kevin Gossman, Shane Bieber, Max Scherzer, but I mean, Max Scherzer's
Old.
unreliable, I would say.
Yeah.
Chris Bassett, who had a pretty good year, but I don't know. I think I'd have to go with the Yankees still.
Nice. I'll go the opposite. I'll take the Blue Jays here. See what happens. But man, Aaron Judge is having one hell of a season. He
Yeah,
didn't hit any home runs during the wild card, but he had like five singles, I think. But just like difference makers, just needed it. So
just need those clutch hits. Yeah, Aaron Judge, infamous for struggling in the playoffs. Um, but
good
yeah,
stuff.
we saw what the pitchers could do with the max for the Yankees with Fried, Rodon, and Schlittler.
Yeah,
So now you have Luis Heel, who won Rookie of the Year last year, I think, for the Yankees. So and then Will Warren, who's another pretty solid sinker baller. So um, yeah, I think the Yankees have upper hand. So
uh, should be a good series though. All these
yeah,
are
it
going to
should be
be
fun.
great series. I feel like. I mean the National League. These are just wild games. Uh, Dodgers at the Phillies. Too bad we couldn't get this for like maybe a championship round, but we'll take it anyway. We can. Think the Dodgers can pull this off, or I mean the Phillies.
I mean, the Phillies every year they always find ways. But Dodgers, obviously, the powerhouse. The star. They have the star power. I mean, both these teams have star power. I mean, Trey Turner for the Phillies, Bryce Harper,
Al
Kyle
Schwarber.
Schwarber, obviously. Um, only thing about the Phillies is they lost their their star Zach Wheeler, so Zach Wheeler won't be in the series.
Yeah,
Who is like just a workhorse pitching wise. And then you got Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, who's always reliable, Mookie Betts, and then obviously Shohei Ohtani uh, to round out the stars on the team. So, and you got Yamamoto. Blake Snell had an insane first game for them against the Reds. He had like 10
yeah,
strikeouts in 4 innings or something like that. Like
yeah.
5 innings.
He has
Tyler
he didn't
Glasnow.
pitch. He didn't pitch 6 innings all year. And that one game, he went six and was just
Yeah, he
amazing.
only gave up like one hit, and
Yeah,
it's just Tyler Glasnow, when he's on, he is on. He is insane. But he can be extremely wild when he's not on. So um, I think it has to be the Dodgers. Just like if you just look at the starting pitching,
the
matchup by
Dodgers.
matchup.
Yeah, the Dodgers just gotta get through six, maybe close to seven. Don't want to risk it, but there's always questions in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Um,
Yeah,
but how can he not pick the Dodgers? Like Otani can strike out three in the first and then go hit a home run. Very nice
yeah,
inning, which is just crazy. So
yeah. It'll be interesting to see how much they push him pitching wise, because he wasn't really getting deep into games at all. Um,
yeah, they
they're just
started ramping it up there at the end of the season. I think he hit 6 innings the last time.
yeah.
Um,
So we'll see if
may come in as a reliever, could be playing right
yeah.
field. Should be interesting if they really desperately need him.
Yeah, we'll see how they utilize Shohei. And if it comes down to the wire, they need someone to come in defensively or even to close the game. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'll go Dodgers or Phillies.
Yeah. I hate to pick the Dodgers, but how can you not? I mean, it's theirs to lose again, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Um, all right, final game we have is the Cubs at the Brewers.
Yeah, it's a fun matchup. Cubs surprising. They got the upset over the Padres. Like I said, the controversial ending. But I mean, Milwaukee always finds a way to get in the playoffs. They always look good during the season. Last year they lost to the Mets on a go-ahead home run, I think, by Pete Alonso.
Yeah, I
It was
think
actually
so.
during Patrick. Yeah, we were watching it during Patrick's
Yeah, it was during the
the dinner
rehearsal.
the night before. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, because
and then
everyone's so happy.
one of the groomsmen was a Brewers fan. So, uh, and then they ended up losing when they were up. But that's tough. I mean, you just look at the team wise. I think you give the edge like offensively to the Cubs, but pitching wise, I think I'd give it to the Brewers. Um, this is the cases where do Cubs come in with this extra, like Patrick was saying, teams who have the wild card have a little extra confidence. They don't get cold for the bye, which is just basically a whole bye week.
Yeah.
Um,
The Padres won the first game and then the Cubs won the next
to
two, which is um they it's pretty good. Dansby Swanson has been on a heater for on the last game. Uh Pete Crow Armstrong been playing well. I don't know, dude.
I think this one's going to be the closest game up there with Yankees
Which
Blue
which
Jays.
which game?
Probably Yankees. I mean, they all look pretty good. I mean, I was gonna say Yankees Blue Jays, but then I'm like, Tigers, man, I don't know. And then
Yeah.
obviously Dodgers Phillies.
I think I'm
Um,
gonna ride with the confidence and of the Cubs after beating the Padres and sneak by. I think it's gonna go five. Sneak it by.
okay, I'll go Brewers. Postseason's about pitching, and I think they have the upper hand, so I will go with the Brewers.
All right,
Pitching and defense.
we'll see how this
Yeah,
goes.
it shows up there October 4th to the 11th, so very quick. 5 game series, I think. Is that
Yeah.
how it ends or what?
What?
It ends on the 11th then? That mean?
Yeah, that's the last game. If it goes game five.
Yeah, if it goes game 5. So very quick. That does mean uh yeah, we'll probably talk about it next week
Yeah.
then.
Hopefully we get some. Hopefully that not everyone goes to like a game five.
Yeah, I mean it, or everyone's gonna be game 5 and
We'll mention it. I'll text Noah. We'll get our picks in before, and then we'll say it on the podcast.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's everything.
MLB playoffs full swing. Um, just a quick couple topics that I got for everyone. Nafisa Collier, uh, making big headlines in the WNBA. She made a statement after one of the Lynx games, I think Game Five, um, about basically a 4 minute rant before doing her final press conference about Kathy Engelbert, who is the WNBA commissioner. Some of the stuff that Nafisa said, just wild. Just, everyone said that she said everything that all the players are thinking just quietly, just in their minds. But she was the one to actually say it out loud and call out the commissioner and the leadership team for the WNBA. Just a couple things that Nafisa said during the statement, um, she said that Kathy, the WNBA commissioner, told her that um, Caitlin Clark should be grateful that she makes 16 million off the court because without the WNBA, she wouldn't make anything, which is pretty harsh words there. Caitlin Clark is getting paid $78,000. That's her base salary in the WNBA, which is wild. Um, and then supposedly Kathy also said that players should be on their knees, thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that Kathy got them. Only the losers complain about the refs. Uh, a little shot at some of the Indiana Fever uh, players like Sophia Cunningham and Caitlin Clark when they were calling out the refs. And she also said this is the worst leadership team in sports, which is pretty crazy because the WNBA, um, like four expansion teams coming up. They already had Golden State add on. They're going to add Toronto. Um, but yeah, just very interesting. Seems like the players are calling out the commissioner, and they want change. They want to be paid more, and they want the ref situation to be better. And yeah, but little thing floating around at the end of the WNBA season with the finals going on currently. So any
Yeah,
other?
I think there's always going to be drama around the WNBA until they do start making more money. Obviously, I'm pretty sure the WNBA runs on a loss right now. But like anything that's starting, like obviously they've been around for like almost 30 years now, but that's relatively new
Yeah,
for a sports um like a major league sports um what's it called? League. So it's still gonna take time. Obviously, I don't think everything had to be said. Like the Caitlin Clark shots, don't think that's necessary. I think,
yeah. And the commissioner did come out and say today that she didn't say any of these things, and
yeah,
that they're all completely false. So you know,
yeah. For those who don't know, Collier is a current WNBA player, so that's
yeah,
who she's calling out the WNBA commissioner. So, um, but yeah. I mean, I think down the line, I mean, everything takes time, so it'll eventually get bigger. I mean, it's a women's sport, and unfortunately, women's sports in the world are not very popular, So I do think it will grow. Like you said, they're expanding again. You said four more teams, or they just expanded with four more teams.
yeah,
So I mean, the complaints are probably valid, but
yeah,
um. There will always be this type of stuff until it does grow and it does operate in
yeah.
a
Supp
positive.
supposedly, Nafisa Collier is also the head honcho for the Unrivaled League, which is the
Are you
when WNBA is season is over, it's a 3v3 league that compete, and I guess all those players are making way more money than they are in the WNBA. So just a little something to think about for the commish that she's running her own league over here that's doing just as well, maybe better, with a lot
yeah.
of people backing it. So
But also four people to a team compared to what, 12 people to a team.
yeah, 10 as
Um,
well.
yeah. So there's a lot of different variables that go on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, if something's successful, it's successful. So
And then one last thing before we get to our NFL underdog picks, which everyone waits for and loves. The Warriors finally have a full squad now. They were at a roster of 9 players for the longest time, with the preseason starting today. They did sign Jonathan Kuminga, Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton II, and Steph Curry's brother, Seth Curry.
Shout out Seth Curry.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
See how it goes. Who
I mean,
knows?
it's
They're
basically the same
they're
thing as
now the
last year.
oldest team in the NBA. They
But
are
I
the
mean,
oldest team by like 4 years now.
you had a 40-year-old Al Horford,
Who signed a multi-year deal.
uh,
So,
Gary
we'll see.
Payton, who can't shoot.
Yep.
Seth Curry makes up for that. Can't play defense.
Melton's
Who
gonna be
knows?
injured until after like the All-Star break, maybe. So,
And who knows what Jonathan Kuminga is gonna do? So,
yeah, who
uh,
knows? Hopefully, he's motivated now to play basketball, but we'll see.
we'll see what happens with Kuminga because every year it seems like he's supposed to break out. And I'm pretty sure that's been happening for like 5 years now. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. But let's go into the underdog picks. Maybe they will end up being NBA pretty soon. That is starting in at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So, um, what week is this? 5.
5.
Yeah. Um, so week 5 of our NFL underdog picks. Last week we hit on every single pick. I put $5 on it. I won $162. So if you put money on it, congratulations.
Don't
And
count us out.
don't count us out, but also don't rely on only us for your information. Do your own information, or research, because we're not perfect. We're not gonna get it right
That's
every time,
crazy.
but
We went 6 for 6.
yeah, we went 6 for 6, and it was great. It came down to OT for Matthew Golden, who got 46 yards in on the first catch for his first catch of the game, and then he lost 7 yards, and then he got 20 yards back in OT. So it came down to the wire. Trust me, I was clenching my phone. I was getting ready to just break it if it didn't go to OT. So luckily that game went to OT. Um, but yeah, starting off, I'm gonna go with Miami versus Carolina, and a pick that I've been making a lot is just taking the under on passing yards with Tua Tagovailoa. He hasn't passed for 200 yards um, in the last 3 weeks. I think he's done it once this year against the Patriots, so I'm going lower than 225 and a half passing yards. Next, the replacement for everyone's favorite running back in the league right now, Bucky Irving. Um, Rashad White, and this pick, was it 2 years ago? Worked almost every time we picked it. So I'm going higher than 22 and a half receiving yards for Rashad White. He's known to be the receiving back. That's how he looked when he first was became a starter for the Buccaneers. So hopefully it continues. And then last but not least, one of my favorite rookie receivers coming out of Stanford. I really liked him. I was hoping the Bears picked him. But Elick Ayomanor for the Titans. I'm going higher than 32 and a half or 35 and a half receiving yards. Um, he's looking like Cam Ward's number one guy.
Tough. Calvin Ridley, huh?
Yeah. He did
Um,
get dropped in a couple leagues I saw.
yeah, me included. All right, my picks this week. I got Marvin Harrison Jr. going up against the Titans. Going with higher 51 and a half receiving yards. He's been looking like the guy ever since that one game he had a touchdown and I think 70 yards. I think that was a couple of weeks ago. Next, I'm going with Amaron St. Brown getting a touchdown against the Bengals. I like the running backs of the Lions to get the over on all their picks, but also St. Brown getting a touchdown. And then finally, I'm getting going with Travion Henderson, higher 18 and a half receiving yards against the Bills. I think maybe a little couple dump downs to the back for 10 yards each. Easy money. So,
Yeah, he's looking like he might start taking over the backfield pretty soon. So 6 picks, 38.73 times multiplier. So $1, $38 back if you get them all right.
basically what we got last week. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
sure.
much the multiplier from last week. So, yeah, there you go. Those are our picks for the week. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the one week I don't choose our picks, I totally forgot. And yeah, Noah sent the text and I was like, I just need Matthew Golden 47 and a half. And I check, he's at 46. And I was like, easy money. First, first 5 minutes of the game. Yeah. And then Noah's,
Yeah,
we
I
were
was like,
sweating it
yeah, I
until
was like, okay, you jinxed me, and then, yeah, luckily, uh, I
there's
was just,
no way you don't
I
get.
was praying for a catch in overtime, and he got it.
Just crazy how that happens. But that's how you lose these bets. Just on a couple of inches, couple of yards. So, um, but yeah, that's it. Episode 51 in the books. Let us know who you're rocking with NFL wise this week. Hopefully, our picks get better after Thursday Night Football. And we will be back week number 6 and
Yeah,
another episode next week. So be on the lookout for that. And shout out to Noah for doing the TikToks again. Big success, as always.